Okay, first of all, thank you for sharing this because there are a lot of people who feel this way. And so I want to share something with you that I think is really, really going to help. So, with these foods that feel like they're charmed, which was how I talked about it in my earlier videos, or foods that feel like they have power over you or that you feel compulsion or an addiction with, these are the foods where we're going to actually respond in a way that's really counterintuitive. So, the instinct that most people have is to not keep these foods in the house. They think I can't trust myself with them, so I better not keep them around because otherwise I'm going to binge on them. But then what happens is not allowing yourself to keep it in the house actually gives the food more power, and it creates this, mental process around the food that is giving it more of that charm and is making you more likely to then binge on it. So the counterintuitive part of this is that we're going to have it on purpose in a really strategic way more frequently. And that's what's going to prevent the binging. And there are a few ways you could do this. What you could start with is by on purpose having a cookie every single day. I'm going to use cookie because you gave that in your example. You could have a cookie every single day with your lunch for a week. Maybe you get the cookie out, so you're not actually bringing them into your house yet. We get the cookie out and we start to get you used to having a cookie. For some people, that's enough to start to normalize it for them. For other people, they need to go a little bit more intense with the strategy and buckle up, because this might sound like I've lost my marbles, but I swear to you, it works. So this is the strategy I talked about in my decharming video, where you would intentionally get a whole bunch of cookies. You would get more cookies than you could ever envision yourself eating in one sitting, even if you full on binged. Your brain needs to know that those cookies are not going away. And if you do binge on them, I want you to go out and get more, because you need to know that the deprivation is not coming. And then you are going to have a cookie, or maybe a half of a cookie, depending on how big they are, with literally every single meal every day of your life until it loses its charm. I would recommend using the same cookie, the same brand, the same flavor, because if you're hopping around from like Oreo to chocolate chip cookie to oatmeal raisin, it dilutes the effect. So do one type of cookie at a time and have some of it with every single meal and snack. I know that in your mind, it probably sounds like that's going to be really unhealthy, but what's more unhealthy is binging on cookies. So if we can neutralize them through having a relatively small amount in one sitting, and by doing that for a period of time, and in the grand scheme of things, a week or two is not that long in your life, it will lose its power and you will be able to keep them in your house. I know this sounds bizarre, but I want you to try it and let me know how it goes.